All right, so what is your New Year's goal? So let me share with you my thoughts and opinions and my personal advice. And I'm with you in this journey of accomplishing new things, of making progress, right? But the thing is, yesterday I was sitting down in my room alone, 23:30, so at 11:30 at night. So before the New Year's, I was writing down in my journal and I realized something. And at 2013, I remember distinctly sitting down in my couch alone at home and I was watching TV as the New Year ball dropped, and I said to myself back then, I said, you know what, I'm not going to let 2014 be the same as 2013. I didn't accomplish a lot of things. I'm not where I wanted to be. I'm not going to let next year be the same as this year. And 2014 came, I didn't really accomplish that much. And I remember a couple days before New Year's, and I said to myself again, you know what, I'm not going to let next year be the same as this year. And I feel like we fall into this repetitive process. And we say this to ourselves before the end of each year. We get inspired, we get motivated and say, I'm not going to let next year be the same as this year. And we fall into that trap of we say that to ourselves, we're motivated, but then the time comes, we don't really take action, nothing really gets done, we don't really accomplish our goals, maybe to some degree, maybe some progress, but not to the extent that we wanted to. Right? So my advice is, if you're new to this channel, this will be the first time you're hearing this. If you've been with me for a while, you already know that you're doing this, or you already heard me say this, is to have a journal. Have a journal. If you already have a journal, leave that in the comment section below and let me know if you have a journal. If you started a journal because of me, or if you already had a journal, let me know. And the reason why you need to have a journal, you need to write your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and everything about yourself, everything that's going on with your life in that journal, your relationships, whatever. Write it in that journal. Why? Because that journal is your own history book, right? Because you're writing down as it is happening, as your life is happening, you're writing it down in your journal. And why do we learn about history? So the past doesn't repeat itself. So the past mistakes doesn't repeat itself. So you need to be periodically reading your journal so your past doesn't repeat itself. I know I say this over and over again because it's that important. Right? So when each year we have this high standard or goals for ourselves, and by the end of the year it doesn't really get accomplished. And we never wonder why, but we always say to ourselves, you know what, next year is going to be totally different. I'm going to go to the gym every single day, 8 hours a day, and I'm going to be completely jacked, or I'm going to make X amount of money, and I'm going to make 6 figures, whatever. But in my opinion, if you don't write it down, it's rarely going to get done. It's like a complicated math problem. If I told you, hey, what is 9,565,322 times 5,556,888 divided by 56 multiplied by 5,569,666. And I told you to do that mentally. The odds are enormous, but you might be able to give me the answer, but I would bet you're not going to give me the answer. Right? But if I told you to get a paper and pencil and write it down and figure it out, it might take a while. It's definitely going to take a while, but you're going to be able to figure out the answer. So whatever you want to accomplish in life, let's say you want to have a fit body before you leave for boot camp. Well, if you go about it mentally, you might say to yourself, well, I need to do push-ups, I need to go to the gym, I need to do this, I need to eat right. But if I told you, hey, write down, how many push-ups you need to do, exactly what you need to eat to be healthy, to be fit, exactly who you need to be associating yourself with, exactly who you need to be training under. I got a question last time, how do I lose weight? I'm not a professional, I'm not an expert by any means. But what I said to them was, hey, go to the gym, go to your local gym, and talk to people who are already extremely fit. And ask them, hey, how do I get this result? How do I get the result that you have? Right? If you want a great body, if you want to be extremely muscular, go up to people who are muscular and say, what did you do? And don't just get advice from one person, get it from multiple different people. And write it down. And track your record and see your history and see if you're making progress. If you're not making progress, you need to do something different. You need to change something. Because the definition of insanity, defined by Albert Einstein, is to do the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Right? If you're lifting, let's say, 100 pounds, curling 100 pounds, and you're doing it for an hour and you're not getting the results that you want to get, maybe you need to do something different, right? So, have a journal. Write your goals down. Write whatever you want to accomplish down. If you want to do well academically at school, write it down and figure out why. Figure out how you need to do that. Do you need to associate with yourself with people who are top of their class? Figure it out. If you want to be in the military and maybe you need to have a better, higher ASVAB score, write it down. Hey, my goal is to have a higher ASVAB score. And try to figure it out. What do you need to do? Do you need to study 1 hour a day? Do you need a book on ASVAB, an ASVAB book? Maybe you need to take some online tests, right? So figure it out. Have a journal. All right, guys. So hope this video helped. And in the upcoming future, I'm going to be making different videos. I feel like I talked about a lot of things that I could already talk about in regards to Navy boot camp, in regards to the Navy life. I get very, very repetitive questions. So I might make, much more refined videos. And if there's a question or topic I didn't cover, I'm going to make a video about that. But I'm not going to be making these same videos over and over and over again. I know a lot of people who are in the YouTubing like me, and all they do is make these same videos repetitively. And to me, I don't like that. That's not growing. So as you're going to see this year, I'm going to be doing different things. I'm going to be trying out different things, making different videos, see how the reaction is about that. So it's going to be an exciting year for me. Stay tuned, subscribe for more, and I hope you guys have a great Navy day.